Why does a new year feel so hopeful sometimes and also a little heavy at the same time?
Why do people say this year will be different and then immediately feel pressure in their chest?
In this lesson, we will talk about turning points, fresh starts, small changes, and real life in natural English.
Let's begin. Herb.
Welcome back to Viral English Class, your cozy place to learn easy English through real conversations.
Yes, welcome back. We are really happy you're here with us today.
I'm Menia,
And I'm Robio.
and truly thank you for being here.
Yes, we know your day is probably already full of noise, messages, tasks, and little interruptions.
So, when you choose to spend even a small part of your time with us, we really appreciate it.
We do. It means a lot to us, more than you may think.
And today's lesson is a little special.
Yes, the language will be a bit richer today, a little deeper, a little more expressive.
But don't worry if some parts feel challenging.
You do not need to understand every single word.
Just stay with the meaning.
Follow the feeling.
Enjoy the story.
And if you want, you can always listen again later.
Yes, think of this lesson like a small rest for your brain.
You listen,
You breathe.
and we carry the English for you.
Although, someone here looks like he needs a break more than anyone.
Excuse me? What does that mean?
Your eyes, Robio.
My eyes?
Yes, your eyes. You look like you slept for maybe 4 minutes?
4 minutes? That is very rude, and maybe a little accurate.
Be honest, is this the same old story?
Which story?
You and your phone.
Ah, yes, same story. Same terrible love story.
I knew it.
Once upon a time, Robio and his phone decided that sleep was not important.
Wow, that sounds like the beginning of a very bad fairy tale.
It is a modern fairy tale with eye bags and bad decisions.
So today we have Sleepy Robio in the studio.
Yes, Sleepy Robio is here, but my coffee is strong and my English is awake, so I think we're safe.
Good. I was worried for a moment.
To be fair, the weather is not helping either.
Oh, what is wrong with the weather?
It's strange today. The sky cannot decide if it wants to be sunny or dramatic.
Dramatic?
Yes, it feels like the sky is saying, maybe I'll rain, maybe I won't, you'll see.
So the sky is as indecisive as you in a restaurant.
Wow, calling me out this early in the episode?
It is true, though. You read the menu like it's an important legal document.
That is because food is serious business.
Of course, very serious.
But really, the weather feels a bit like my brain today.
How?
A mix of bright and cloudy.
I like that.
Some hope, some confusion, some energy, some sleepiness.
Honestly, that sounds like many people's days.
Exactly. A little light, a little stress, all in the same day.
And that's interesting because when someone asks, "How was your day?" we usually say something very small.
Yes, we say fine
Or busy.
or good.
And then nothing more.
Exactly. We stop there, even when our day had feelings, pressure, strange little moments, and real thoughts inside it.
And that's exactly what we want to change today.
Yes, today's topic is about talking about your life, but in a richer way.
Not only basic English.
Not only I woke up, I ate, I worked, I slept.
That's the simple version.
Today, we want to show you how to describe your day with more detail,
More emotion.
more natural phrases.
And more honest English.
Yes, we will walk through a real feeling, a real kind of story.
A turning point story.
Exactly. Today's episode is a special New Year kind of episode.
It's called Talk About Your Turning Point.
That moment when you finally say,
No, I'm not living on autopilot anymore.
and what we really want to say is this:
Your turning point does not need to be dramatic.
it does not need to be a movie scene.
It can be small.
It can be quiet.
It can be one honest decision.
One moment in a normal day.
One sentence in your own mind.
One small action that changes direction.
And just so you know, this is a B1 level episode,
So it is perfect for intermediate learners.
and still friendly for strong beginners.
Take what you understand
Repeat the lines you like.
and let the rest wash over you.
That's still learning.
Yes, absolutely.
And after you listen, we want you to write one line.
Just one line is enough.
What do you want your turning point to be in 2026?
Even one honest sentence is perfect.
And before we go deeper, can we say something to our listeners?
Yes, please.
We've been reading your comments lately, and wow, seriously, wow.
Some of you keep telling us I'm learning new vocabulary just by listening.
And every time we read that, we stop for a second.
Yes, because that was always our dream.
Our idea was very simple.
Daily life conversation first.
Then, slowly, gently, new words come inside the conversation.
Not a heavy lesson.
Not a dictionary fight. Definitely not a dictionary fight.
Just real English, growing naturally.
We want you to feel this.
I can understand.
I can follow.
I am learning without stress.
And when you comment, I learned so many new words today.
That feels like proof.
Proof that you are improving.
Proof that your ears are training.
Proof that your English is expanding.
Little by little.
Even when you do not notice it clearly yet.
And honestly, we feel proud.
Not proud in a loud way, not look at us.
No, more like we're building something real with you.
Yes, your comments are not just nice words.
They are like a mirror.
They show us that this mission is working.
So if you have ever commented, liked, shared, or even just listened quietly,
You're part of this.
and thank you, really,
And also, please keep those comments coming.
because Minium reads them like bedtime stories.
No way. Why would you expose me like that?
Because it's true?
Okay, yes, it is true.
I knew it.
I read them slowly, and I remember many of them.
That is actually very sweet.
They make this feel real.
Yes, like we are not just speaking into the air.
We are speaking with people.
Real learners, real lives, real effort.
And that's why today's topic matters so much.
Because a turning point is also very real.
It is not always loud.
But it changes something important inside you.
So, let's begin with the first part.
The before.
Before the change.
Before the turning point.
Before that honest moment arrived. So, let's stay in that moment. Before everything changed. Before the turning point.
Before that honest question.
What was your life like?
Honestly, it looked normal.
Normal?
Yes.
From the outside. Everything looked fine.
Work.
Yes,
Daily routine.
of course.
People around you.
Yes, everything was there. So, what was the problem?
The problem was not outside.
It was inside.
Exactly.
Can you describe that feeling?
It's hard to explain.
Take your time.
It felt like I was always busy.
Busy all the time.
Yes, but not really moving forward.
That's interesting.
My calendar was full.
Okay.
My phone was always active.
Messages, notifications,
Yes, all day.
and your mind.
Also full.
Too many thoughts.
Too many things at once.
But still, something felt missing.
Yes, something important.
Like what?
Meaning.
Ah,
I was doing many things.
but not feeling connected to them.
Exactly.
So your day looked full, but felt empty. That's a strong contrast.
Very strong.
Walk me through your day.
Okay. I wake up.
Already tired?
Sometimes, yes.
Then what?
I go to work.
Normal?
I do my tasks.
Okay.
Then I check my phone.
Hmm.
Then again,
And again.
yes.
And after work?
I feel tired.
So you rest.
Not really.
What do you do?
I scroll.
More phone.
Yes. Video after video.
Time passing.
But I don't notice.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
And then suddenly,
It's late.
very late.
And I say,
Let me guess.
tomorrow I will fix everything.
That sentence again.
Yes. Always tomorrow.
But tomorrow comes.
And nothing changes.
Same routine,
Same habits.
same feeling.
Exactly.
That sounds like autopilot.
Yes. Like a machine.
No real decisions.
Just repeating.
The same day. Again and again.
And the strange part is,
What?
at first, I didn't notice it.
Because it felt normal.
Yes. Very normal.
But slowly,
Something inside me started to feel uncomfortable.
a small voice.
Yes. Very quiet.
What did it say?
This is not right.
Hmm.
But I ignored it.
Because it's easier.
Much easier.
To continue.
To change.
That's very true.
Until one night, a very normal night,
Nothing special.
but something inside me stopped.
Stopped?
Yes. And for the first time, I really looked at my life.
That sounds important.
It was.
So, that night, something felt different.
Yes. Very different.
What were you doing?
The same thing as always. Lying in bed with my phone.
Scrolling again.
Yes. Video after video.
Time moving.
But I didn't feel it
Until.
until I looked at the time.
And.
It was very late.
Too late.
Yes. Much later than I expected.
What did you feel at that moment?
Not angry.
Not stressed.
No. Just quiet.
Quiet.
Yes, a strange kind of quiet.
Like your mind slowed down.
Exactly.
And what happened next?
I didn't continue scrolling.
That's new.
Yes, I stopped.
You stopped.
And I just looked at the screen.
Without moving?
Yes. And then,
Something came to your mind.
yes, a question.
What question?
What am I doing?
Simple,
Very simple.
but very strong.
Yes, because this time,
You didn't ignore it.
no, I stayed with it.
That's important.
Very important.
And then,
Another question came.
what was it?
Is this how I want to live?
Hmm,
And suddenly, everything felt clear.
clear.
Yes, not confusing anymore.
And the answer?
No,
Very clear.
very honest.
Did that feel uncomfortable?
Yes, a little.
Because it was real,
Exactly.
but also important.
Very important.
So, what did you do?
Nothing big.
No big plan?
No,
No dramatic decision?
no.
Then what?
I just put my phone down.
That's it?
Yes, just that.
Simple.
Very simple.
But not easy.
Not easy.
And then?
I turned off the light.
Hmm.
And I stayed there.
Doing nothing?
Yes. No phone. No noise.
Just silence.
Just silence.
And what did you feel?
Calm.
Calm again.
Yes. A soft calm.
That sounds peaceful.
Because for the first time,
You stopped running.
yes, I really stopped.
No distraction.
No escape.
Just you.
Exactly.
And that moment,
Was my turning point.
not loud,
Not dramatic.
but real.
Very real.
And everything started from there.
Yes. One small moment.
One honest question
One simple action.
that changed direction. So, after that night, after that quiet moment,
Yes?
did everything change immediately?
No. Not at all.
No new life overnight?
No. No perfect morning. No perfect routine.
That's important
Very important.
because many people think
Change must be fast
big,
and perfect.
but real change,
It's slow.
very slow.
And sometimes you don't even notice it.
So, what was the first thing that changed?
Something very small.
Of course,
I didn't try to change everything.
no big plan.
No.
Then what did you do?
I changed one moment.
Which moment?
The morning.
Ah,
I told myself,
what did you say?
for the first 5 minutes, no phone.
Only 5 minutes?
Yes, just 5.
That feels possible.
Exactly. Not stressful.
Not scary.
Just one small rule.
And was it easy?
At first, no,
Why?
because my habit was strong.
Your hand moved automatically.
Yes, like it had its own brain.
That's very real.
So I stopped.
You noticed it.
Yes. And I said,
What did you say?
wait.
Simple,
Very simple.
but powerful.
Yes. And instead,
What did you do?
I sat up.
Okay,
I looked around my room.
quiet.
Calm.
No noise,
No messages.
just space.
Yes. Space for my mind.
And how did that feel?
At first, a little strange.
Because it was new.
Exactly.
And later?
After a few days,
Mmm,
it felt calm.
a soft start.
Yes. Not rushed.
Not chaotic.
Just slow.
That's beautiful.
And that one small habit,
Started something bigger.
yes, very slowly.
What else changed?
I stopped trying to do everything.
That's a big change.
Before, I had too many goals,
Too much pressure.
too many expectations.
And now,
Now, I choose one thing.
only one?
Yes, just one focus.
That makes it clearer.
Much clearer.
And your mind,
Less noise.
less stress.
More calm.
That's a big difference.
Yes. And it all started
From one small moment,
one honest decision.
one simple action.
Step by step.
Not perfect,
But real.
and that is enough. So, after everything, after the busy days, after the quiet moment, after the small changes,
We come back to something very simple. Your life is not made of big moments.
it is made of small ones,
Very small.
sometimes almost invisible.
But they are always there. every morning,
every decision,
every habit.
and slowly,
They shape your life.
not in one day,
Not in 1 week,
but over time.
quietly.
And sometimes we think we need something big,
A big change,
a big plan.
a big motivation.
But maybe
We don't.
we just need,
One honest moment
like that night,
when you asked yourself
what am I doing?
and you didn't ignore it.
You stayed with it,
You listened
and you changed.
just a little,
That is enough.
more than enough.
Because real change,
Is not loud.
it is quiet,
It is steady.
and it lasts.
So tomorrow,
You don't need to be perfect.
you don't need to fix everything.
Just do one small thing,
One better choice,
one calmer moment,
one honest action,
and trust it,
even if it feels small.
even if it feels slow.
Because one day,
You will look back.
and realize
Everything started,
from that one moment.
that turning point.
This is Minia
And this is Robio.
from Viral English Class.
Thank you for being here,
For listening,
for learning.
for growing with us.
If this lesson helped you,
Don't forget to like
subscribe.
and share it with someone who needs a fresh start.
Keep learning.
Keep improving.
And most importantly,
Trust your small steps.
bye.
Bye.